on to Everton, who every single week I feel like we're talking about a different center back from somewhere in Europe that is linked with the move to Everton. Of course, we go on and on about what Jared Branthwaite might do next year, but either way, a center back probably a need for Everton. What are your thoughts on David Henko as a future David Moyes defender?
Ambitious target, David Hanko, obviously a very talented player at Feyenoord. He's been linked with a number of Premier League clubs. I think a lot of people expected Liverpool to move from last summer after Arne Slot's move to Anfield because he is a big admirer of him as well. Chelsea and Tottenham are also admirers of Hanko as well. So it's going to be a tough one for Everton to try and sign him. They will have stiff competition for him, not just from Premier League rivals. I think there's a lot of interest from Juventus, Atletico Madrid, and Bayer Leverkusen are all admirers of the Slovakian centre-back as well. I do expect Everton to probably move for a centre-back this summer, especially if Michael Keane does move on when his contract expires. And obviously we've got the ongoing speculation surrounding Jared Branthwaite as well. If he was to leave Everton in summer, they will look to replace him, and obviously they will have money to spend in the transfer market to do that as well. But look, I think trying to sign someone like Hanko just shows maybe the ambition that Everton have got under the new owners, the Friedkin group. They will make money available for David Moyes, and they'll be hoping that the lure of Premier League football and playing at their impressive new stadium will help them and maybe convince some transfer targets to make the move to Merseyside in the summer. But I just think this Hanko deal probably looks too hard of a deal to do for me unless Everton really stump up the big money just to scare off the rivals, because I think there'll be some clubs who are interested in Hanko who will be able to offer him Champions League football next season, and that probably could be the sort of key issue for Hanko if he is to leave Feyenoord.
And we've seen the likes of Bournemouth, Fulham, Brighton make big jumps up the Premier League table in the last couple of years, constantly fighting for top half and potentially European places. How far behind do you think Everton are? Is that something they could do in the next year under Dan Friedkin and the new group taking over?
The potential's there, no doubts about that. David Moyes has done a great job since he's come in and replaced Sean Dyche. He quickly moved them out of any relegation trouble. I think it's 1 defeat in 11, something like that. 2 defeats in 11 after that recent Merseyside derby defeat. But look, Everton got a good squad there. It's about keeping hold of those best players and adding to them. And it does look like the Friedkin group will sort of make money available to Moyes to try and strengthen, because that's been the issue for Everton the last couple of seasons due to PSR, FFP. They haven't been able to spend a lot of money in the transfer window, and obviously then the squad has not been as strong as it potentially could have been. But moving to that new stadium, there'll be a lot of optimism around the club. There seems a bit of a feel-good factor around it again with David Moyes. The fans are really on side with it, and Moyes has tried and trusted a top Premier League manager. Before he left Everton the first time to go to Manchester United, Everton were repeatedly challenging for top 6 finishes. So he'll be hoping if he gets the right backing, he'll be able to move Everton up that league again and be challenging for those spots again.